starts to write a passage, something religious usually, a hymn to Inanna or a prayer to Enlil. You watch one kid write, his hand is steady, the cuneiform signs are clean and precise. Years of practice show. The head priest examines his work, nods approval. The kid beams. That kid will never dig a canal, never carry bricks, never fight in a war probably. He'll sit in cool rooms, writing on tablets, managing accounts. His life just got exponentially better. Education is the only real path to upward mobility in Sumer. If you're born poor and stay uneducated, you die poor. But if you can somehow get your kid into scribe school, if they can survive the beatings and memorize the thousands of signs, they might escape the cycle. Might. After the ceremony, people linger. There's food, the temples providing it as celebration. Bread, dates, roasted lamb, and beer. Obviously beer. The goddess Ninkasi would be offended if there was a celebration without beer. You grab some food and find a spot to sit. The night air is cool. Finally. After the brutal day heat, the temperature's dropped to almost comfortable. A group of musicians is playing near one of the shrines, drums and lyres. The rhythm is hypnotic. Some people start dancing. Nothing formal, just moving to the beat. It's joyful, simple, human. You notice families everywhere. Parents with children, grandparents, extended relatives. Sumerian families are tight units, multiple generations living together, everyone supporting everyone else because you have to. Survival requires cooperation. A kid runs past you, laughing. His mother chases him, pretending to be angry, but clearly amused. The kid dodges around people, headed for the musicians. He wants to see the drums up close. His mother catches him, picks him up. He squeals with delight. She spins him around. For a moment, they're just a mother and son, happy, playing, existing outside the grind of daily survival. These moments matter. They're what make the rest of it bearable. You think about your own family. Your parents are getting older. Your father's back is wrecked from decades of labour. Your mother's hands are gnarled from weaving and grinding grain. They won't live much longer, probably. Most people don't make it past 50 in Sumer. Disease, injury, simple wear and tear from hard living. It all adds up. But they're here now. They're alive. You're alive. That's something. The celebration continues into the night. Eventually, you head home, through dark streets, past shrines with their perpetual oil lamps, past houses where families are settling in for sleep. Your house is quiet when you arrive. Everyone's in the courtyard. Your father's repairing a tool by lamplight. Your mother's weaving. Your siblings are playing a quiet game with pebbles. Normal, peaceful, safe. You sit with them. No one speaks much. Comfortable silence, the kind that happens when people know each other well enough that conversation is optional. Your mother finishes her weaving, sets it aside. "Did you eat?" she asks. "At the ceremony, temple food." She nods, satisfied. Making sure you're fed is her primary concern. Always has been. Your father looks up from his tool repair. The new scribes? Yeah, 7 of them. They looked proud. Expensive education. Worth it though. If they survive it. I knew a boy once, sent to scribe school. Beatings broke him. He came home, never spoke right again. Your mother shoots him a look. Don't tell sad stories. It's true. Still, not tonight. They fall silent. The old married rhythm. She corrects him. He accepts it. Life continues. Your younger sister looks up from the pebble game. Tell us about the flood. Again, you've heard it 100 times. Tell it anyway. So you tell the flood story, the one everyone knows, how the gods got angry at humanity's noise, how Enki warned one man, Ziusudra in the Sumerian version, to build a boat, how the flood came and drowned the world, how Ziusudra saved animals and seeds and survived, how the gods realized they needed humanity for sacrifices and decided not to wipe everyone out again. It's a good story, familiar, comforting, the kind of story that's been told for generations and will be told for generations more. Long after Sumer falls, this story will persist. Different cultures will claim it, change the names, add details, but the core will remain. A flood, a boat, a survivor, a new beginning. Your sister falls asleep halfway through. Common. She just wanted the comfort of the story, not the ending. One by one, family members head to their sleeping spots, your parents to their small room, your siblings to their mats in the courtyard, you to yours. The routine of preparing for sleep is simple. Check your water jar, make sure there's enough for the night if someone gets thirsty. Check the door, make sure it's secured. Say a quick prayer to the household gods. Small clay figurines in a niche by the entrance. No elaborate bedtime ritual. No brushing teeth. That's not a thing yet. No changing into special sleeping clothes. You sleep in what you wore all day, maybe removing your belt and outer layer if it's hot. You lie down on your reed mat. The ridges press into your back. Familiar discomfort. The sounds of the city at night filter through. Dogs barking in the distance, a baby crying somewhere, voices from a nearby house, the wind rattling the reed walls. Night in Sumer can be scary. No streetlights, no police patrols, just darkness and whatever moves in it. Thieves, wild animals that sometimes wander in from the desert, rats, scorpions, snakes. People lock their doors, keep weapons close, hope for the best. The wealthy have it easier. They can afford guards, sturdy doors with metal reinforcement, multiple rooms where they can retreat if there's trouble. The poor just have to trust in the gods and their neighbors. You think about the temple slave from the trial. He's probably in a cell right now, stone walls, a locked door, 10 years ahead of him, his kids growing up without a father, his wife managing alone, one bad decision, one desperate act, a lifetime of consequences. The unfairness of it gnaws at you. But what can you do? The laws are written, the NC enforces them, the gods approve, the system exists, and you're just one person within it. You try to sleep, the temperature's dropping fast. You pull your wool blanket closer. The scratchy fabric provides warmth, if not comfort. Outside, something howls. Could be a dog, could be a jackal from the desert. Hard to tell. The sound is mournful, lonely. Your mind drifts, thinking about the day, the trial, the ceremony, the new scribes with their futures secured, the families laughing together, the music, the food, the simple moments of joy punctuating the difficulty. This is life, not perfect, often unfair, sometimes brutal, but also containing beauty, connection, community, progress, hope. The Sumerians have created something here, a system of laws, even if they're harsh, a system of education, even if it's brutal, a system of religion that provides structure and meaning, a system of agriculture that feeds thousands, a system of government that mostly works. It's not ideal. You wouldn't choose it, but it's something. It's civilization in its earliest form, messy and imperfect and trying. Your breathing slows. Sleep comes closer. The sounds of the night fade. Tomorrow will be another day. More canal work, more heat, more survival, but also more moments of connection, more small joys, more evidence that humans can work together, create together, live together, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Your eyes close, the reed mat beneath you, the wool blanket above you, your family sleeping nearby, the city walls keeping most dangers out, the stars wheeling overhead in their predictable patterns. Safe enough for tonight, and in ancient Sumer, safe enough is all you really get. Unlike your actual bed, your soft mattress, your locked doors with actual police you can call, your climate control and your refrigerator full of food, and your complete lack of fear about scorpions in your sleeping area, you've got it so much better. Remember that when you're complaining about your Wi-Fi being slow or your coffee being slightly wrong, the Sumerians would trade places with you in a heartbeat, every single one of them. The darkness deepens, sleep takes over, the city quiets, the night passes, and somewhere on clay tablets that will survive for thousands of years, scribes are recording today's events: the trial, the ceremony, the grain accounts, the astronomical observations, the prayers, writing down civilization, preserving it, passing it forward to us. 5,000 years later, still reading their words, still using their inventions, still counting in their number system, still telling their stories. They survive through what they created, and you're part of that continuity, from their clay tablets to your screen, from their canals to your plumbing, from their struggles to your comfort. Connected. Things change, not overnight, but over years, decades. You notice it gradually, the way power shifts, the way cities rise and fall, the way the world you knew stops being the world that exists. It starts with Akkad. The Akkadians live north of Sumer. Different language, different customs, but close enough that there's been mixing for generations. Trade, marriages, cultural exchange. You've known Akkadian people your whole life. They're not foreign exactly, more like cousins you don't particularly like, but can't avoid at family gatherings. Then this guy Sargon shows up and everything goes sideways. The story of Sargon is wild, even by ancient standards. According to the legends, and yeah, some of this is probably made up, his mother was a priestess, high-ranking temple official. She got pregnant, which was a problem because priestesses weren't supposed to do that. So she put baby Sargon in a reed basket, sealed it with bitumen, set it adrift on the Euphrates River. Sound familiar? Yeah, that basket baby in the river story shows up a lot. Moses does it later. It's almost like it's a template for this person is destined for greatness origin stories. Anyway, a gardener finds the basket, raises Sargon. The kid grows up, ends up working at the court of Kish as a cupbearer. Basically the guy who serves the king his drinks. Not glamorous, but it gets you close to power. Then Sargon overthrows the king. Just takes over, seizes power, crowns himself, and instead of staying in Kish, he builds a new capital city, names it Akkad, starts conquering, and he's good at it, really good. Within a few decades, Sargon controls everything, all the Sumerian city-states, your city included. He doesn't destroy them, that would be wasteful. He just makes them swear loyalty, pay tribute, accept Akkadian governors. Your Ensi is still in charge, technically, but there's an Akkadian official standing behind him now, making sure decisions align with Sargon's interests. Your grain surplus, part of it goes to Akkad now. Your soldiers, they can be called up to fight in Sargon's wars. Your autonomy? Gone. This is what empire looks like. Sargon doesn't stop with Sumer. He pushes west into Syria, destroys the powerful kingdom of Ebla, pushes east into Elam, captures their capital Susa. His domain stretches from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea, from the Zagros Mountains to the edges of Anatolia. It's the first known empire in human history. Multiple regions, multiple cultures, multiple languages, all under one ruler. Sargon appoints governors, stations garrisons of troops in conquered territories, sets up a postal system so messages can travel quickly across his empire, creates trade routes, standardizes weights and measures, builds roads. It's organized, efficient, impressive. It's also brutal. Cities that resist get razed. Populations that rebel get enslaved. Sargon doesn't mess around. The message is clear: submit or die. Most people submit. Your city throws a feast when Sargon visits. The Lugal and Ensi bow, kiss his feet, offer gifts, grain, silver, crafted goods. Sargon accepts graciously, gives a speech about unity and prosperity. Everyone applauds. Behind the smiles, there's fear. This man controls armies, controls trade, controls food distribution. Anger him and your city starves. So you smile, you cheer, you pretend this is fine. Sargon dies eventually. Old age. His empire passes to his sons, then to his grandson Naram-Sin. And Naram-Sin is somehow even more ambitious. He declares himself a living god, not a representative of the gods, not blessed by the gods, an actual god. Puts a horned crown on his head, the symbol of divinity, and demands worship. The priests are horrified. This is blasphemy. The gods will be furious. Divine punishment is coming. Naram-Sin doesn't care. He crushes rebellions in Sumer and Syria, adopts the title King of the Four Corners of the World, builds monuments to himself, has his victories carved in stone. The Akkadian Empire reaches its peak under him. Trade flourishes, art and architecture bloom, cities grow wealthy. If you're part of the system, if you benefit from the stability and trade networks, life improves, but empires don't last. The first sign of trouble comes from the east. Raiders from the Zagros Mountains. Tribal people the Akkadians call Gutians. They're mountain dwellers, herders, warriors, and they're hungry. At first, it's just raids, quick strikes on border settlements. Steal some grain, some livestock, disappear back into the mountains. Annoying, but manageable. Then the raids get bigger, bolder. Whole villages get hit. Caravans get attacked. Trade routes become dangerous. The Akkadian army responds, sends expeditions into the mountains. It goes badly. The Gutians know the terrain. They ambush, they retreat, they regroup. The Akkadians can't pin them down. Around 2200 BC, everything falls apart. A Gutian leader named Eridupizir brings a huge force out of the mountains. Not just raiders now, an army. They meet the Akkadian forces in open battle and win. Actually win. The Akkadians retreat. Eridupizir captures Nippur, the sacred city, the religious heart of Sumer. It's a catastrophe. He has his victory carved into stone right there in Nippur, a permanent reminder that the Akkadians lost. The empire starts crumbling. Governors in distant provinces stop sending tribute. Local rulers declare independence. The center can't hold. The Gutians keep pushing. They take more cities, more territory. The last Akkadian king tries to fight back, but it's too late. After his death, the Gutians launch a full invasion. They sweep through Mesopotamia like a flood, and they have no idea how to run it. Here's the problem. The Gutians are mountain people. They know mountains. They know herding animals in high pastures. They don't know irrigation agriculture. They don't understand canal systems. They don't grasp the delicate balance required to farm in a river valley. So the canals start failing. Nobody's organising maintenance. Nobody's clearing silt. Nobody's repairing breached dikes. The water flow becomes erratic. Some fields flood, others dry out. Crops fail. Food shortages begin, then famines. People start dying, not from violence, from starvation, from disease that follows starvation. The economy collapses, trade stops, craftsmen can't get materials, merchants can't travel safely, cities that thrived on commerce shrivel. You watch your city deteriorate. The marketplace gets smaller, fewer goods, higher prices. The temple cuts rations, people get desperate, theft increases, violence increases. The Gutians don't know what to do. They try to rule, but they don't understand the systems they've inherited. They appoint leaders who don't know irrigation. They collect tribute without understanding it starves the cities. They break things they don't know how to fix. Mesopotamia enters what later gets called its first dark age. Cities are abandoned, just left empty. People flee to wherever they think they can survive. Some head to the marshes in the far south where traditional Sumerian life continues. Some head north, some just die. Your city shrinks, whole neighborhoods empty out, houses crumble. The great ziggurat starts to